What's up, humans? How's it hanging? I'm the Nerdy Beard, and welcome back to World of Warplanes. And today, I am really excited to bring you the F4U-1 Corsair. This is a multi-role fighter at Tier 6 on the USA line, and it has been an absolute pleasure to play. I was struggling a little bit with the American line. Now, the F4F, the Tier 5. Basically, it turned up, and from game one, it was awesome. And once it was fully upgraded, it got even better. And as soon as I got into the tier 6, it was exactly the same. My very first game, I scored really well. I got plenty of kills, and it turned, and it was quick, and it was well armed, and it was just an absolute joy to play. So if you guys are looking for a line, if you've been down a fighter line or a heavy fighter line and you're not sure what to do next, I cannot recommend the multi-role fighter line that leads through the Corsair enough. It is brilliant. So just looking at it, it looks fantastic. It is a really good looking aircraft, and it's not massive, but it's solid, and it definitely flies that way. So just having a quick look at the stats over here on the right hand side. So it's got good maneuverability for a multi-role. It's got reasonably good altitude performance. So this thing doesn't like getting up too high off the ground. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's around about the kilometer. It starts to struggle a little bit. Airspeed is good. It has got a good long powerful boost, and its overall speed is pretty good as well. Now, survivability score of 10, so it can take a few hits. That is definitely the case with this aircraft, but like with any fighter, so it doesn't have quite the multi-role solid survivability about it. It's definitely more of a fighter in terms of this statistic. Yeah, a few sustained hits and you're going to lose an engine or a wing or the pilot. This is one of those aircraft. Maybe it's just a thing with the USA aircraft. They are susceptible more so than most to losing the pilot, but yeah, it doesn't take long for that to happen in this aircraft, so you need to be taking full advantage of that good maneuverability score to keep those rounds from hitting you at all times. And the last thing I wanted to highlight here, obviously this is nothing, but the gun armament score of 21. This is a very well-armed aircraft. And we'll jump into the upgrades and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, for the purposes of basically being able to get a video out today, because I'm at Tier 5, 6, and 7 with most of the lines that I'm grinding, yeah, it's getting to the point now where I've got to spend a long time getting ready to make a video. So in this case, I've left out the bombs and the rockets. But I will do a follow-up video once I've had those unlocked and we'll show you all about how they work. So we're having a look here, and it comes stock with 6 12.7mm machine guns. Now, there is nothing in the game that you cannot put down quickly with these machine guns. 6 of them, and they're all wing mounted, so I can show you what they look like here if it'll work. Let's mount. There we go. Okay, excellent. So there they are in the wings there. So this is very true of the American fighters as well. The wing-mounted weapons, you do need to lead your target a little bit more than you would, say, a Spitfire if you've played the Spitfires or the Russian aircraft. The wing-mounted just means that the rounds take a little bit longer to sort of zero in on the target. You just need to give them a little bit of lead. So if you're deciding that machine guns are the way to go when you're playing this aircraft, yeah, just remember that you do need to give that little bit more lead. But I have unlocked the cannons, and I am a huge fan. So very similarly placed. So the two there on the wings, you can see them. But these are a lot more direct fire. You do not need to lead the target as much. The rounds get there much quickly. So you've got 4 20mm cannons as your upgrade. And yeah, they definitely hurt. And hopefully we'll get a good example of that in the gameplay following up. As with everything that I go for, it's the airframe upgrade first, and then I went through got the cannons, because the engine, like the first engine, is pretty good. It boosts well, it's not all that slow, and you still have reasonably good maneuverability with it. So it was that basically the first few games that I played in it with this aircraft as stock really told me that I didn't need to rush down the engine upgrades. I could do everything else that I wanted to first. But yeah, obviously I have now got to the top engine, and it is very powerful, and you can just feel it. The engine really drags this aircraft forward and allows you to make those turns and to get to where you need to be much quicker. And so far, haven't really found a need to mount any equipment. And I've said it in previous videos, I'll probably be waiting to Tier 7 and 8 before I start looking into that. Okay, and quickly into the service now. Because I swapped them over, I will remember to put it back to universal ammunition. I've made that mistake a few times. So yeah, universal ammunition, because why the hell not? And I have my usual extinguishers, restarters, and surface trim. Now, what I would probably suggest, more so because of the susceptibility of either this or the way that I play or the American aircraft in general, is either swap out the restarter for a first aid kit for the pilot. And I think it really depends on just your personal preference, how you fly and how you attack, and then how you obviously then receive damage. So for myself, I do like to take things very head on, and I often won't be the first to turn away from an engagement. If there's a fighter or a multi-role in front of me coming straight at me, I will play chicken with that aircraft, and I might get a few rams, but it's still fun. But in that case, my pilot is obviously susceptible. So I'm still sticking with the restarter. I've lost the engine a couple of times, but I have also lost the pilot. I'm just sort of playing a few more games to see what the higher average is. If I lose the pilot more, then I will flick that across. But if you want to start with the med kit, you may never lose the engine and everything will work out fine. But I will leave that up to you guys. Alrighty, that's pretty much it. There's not much else that I can go through apart from maybe just a once more around the aircraft, just to get a good look at it. And I will now jump into a battle, guys. So I'll pause it here and I'll see you in a sec. Alrighty, and we are back. So straight away going to go straight down for that airfield. So if I can level her off, hopefully we can get up to top speed relatively quickly and we'll be able to see. So yeah, 422, 423, that'll creep up over the next few seconds, but that is a really good top speed for a multi-role that I've found so far, and a 15-second boost. Now watch the acceleration. Look at that. How good is this engine? You can really make this aircraft zoom. It is really, really impressive, and I still had a good 5 seconds to go on that there. So that's, definitely a really, really impressive engine in this aircraft. Okay, so now we're getting into gun range. Let's see if we can do some damage. Okay, yeah, look at that. The boom range just doesn't stand a chance, and that was, taking into account my dodgy aim there. These light-skinned aircraft, they just do not stand a chance against what this aircraft can put out. So now I'm going to get after this bow fighter. If we can get one of these heavies out, that's going to go a long way towards us capping this point. Get the boost in there to get after it. Excellent. So there we go. Looking good, looking good. Let's help this guy out, finish him off, and that is the point. Excellent. Nice and quick. No fuss there. Oh, someone's still after me. No, okay, we're good, we're good. So yeah, took a few hits there, but still got a really good health pool there remaining. Okay, so you saw excellent damage output there. Really, really fast aircraft, and it turned really well. And that was, I didn't even deploy the flaps, and this aircraft manages to get itself around and into a really good spot really quickly. So just having a look, so we're in a mix of a tier 6 and tier 5 game, mostly tier 5s, which is awesome for us. But I appear to have found myself in the middle of the map with no friends, so we'll see how this goes. This might not be a very good idea. There's a couple of red triangles popping in as well. This might be a quick exit for this particular life here. Let me see what I can do. So we got a Spitfire 1. He should outturn me if he... Nope, he wants to go into the deck. Oh, that was quick. Okay, now let's get around and get after this other guy before... Oh, no, he's a bit far away. No, that's all good, all good. And we do have some allies coming up, so let's get around to capping this point. Now, as I got just before, I got really excited about coming over here by myself. I was about to say that, like with all cannons, this aircraft does suffer from heat generation. So you need to make sure you're keeping a good eye on how much you've been firing. Oh, there's a guy down there. This like all the aircraft, maybe a little quicker than the Spitfires or the higher tier Spitfires. Anyway, this guy will. Oh, that was very good. Will overheat very quickly. So just keep that in mind if you're chasing something like what I'm about to start shooting. Just have a look in that bottom left-hand corner there. So it's got great damage output, but you only get about halfway through the attack there before you can get through. And whoa, did he drop a bomb? He did. Wow, that hurt. That was not fun at all. But yeah, he definitely your heat there. It does generate quite quickly, and with with 4 cannons, you can completely understand why. Oh dear, a couple of holes. That was really impressive. Well done, that guy. He dropped a bomb right on top of that mountain, and it absolutely hammered me. Very lucky to get out alive, I think. Okay, so there we go. Getting it around there. Good turn, and let's finish this guy off with the good guys. Did I get him? No, I think I didn't. Oh, coming second anyway with a chevron, looking good. So I think it's high time we got up to take that airfield over there. So hit the boost. Let's go. Okay, so how's everything looking? So as usual, we have the bunnies in the bottom right-hand corner there chasing the bombers. That's good to see. That always helps or nobody out really, unless unless it's the difference between capping out the very last point on the game, or keeping the very last point in the game to ensure you've got all the points captured. Sorry, I'm just concentrating here so I don't hit the mountains there. Yeah, realistically, if you're going after a bomber and it isn't just because you have nothing else to do, or because you're going after them to make sure you hold on to the last point, to make sure you've got 100% capped out, then you're a bit of a goose going after the bombers, to be honest, especially when there really isn't anything attacking that northern point up there. And you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members of my team. Now 4, okay, he made his mind up. That's a good portion of the team that have decided that it's more important to take themselves out of protecting the points we have and going after the bombers. So if you're looking for the bearded tips on how not to play Warplanes, that is probably number 1 right there. Do not be a goose and chase the bombers. Okay, here we go. Let's get a kill. Let's get a kill. Yeah, it's been a little while. I was starting to worry. It was everyone was getting the kills and I was just getting assist damage. Oh, here we go. What are you? I think it's time for you to go back to the respawn screen. Oh, and dodgy aim taken care of. Excellent. Very good. Ooh, let's get some speed back. Okay, now we're going to get some points. So now we're now defending this point. Ooh, 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 very close, very close. So can I get my flaps out, or am I just going to be... Okay, so you see there, as I mentioned in the hangar, damn, okay, yeah, as I mentioned in the hangar there, I was going front on to 2 fighters, and I lost the pilot, which is why my aim there went to a state that wasn't very effective. So, what are we looking at here? So this point is good, so I'm going to go down here, and we've lost the middle now. That's disappointing when I'm almost certain that all those guys over there chasing the bombers are fighters as well, and they should be doing what they're supposed to, and being in here defending our points. Right, so where are we looking at here? It might... No, I'm gonna carry on. I'm gonna keep going through the middle here. We've got some support coming in at the top right of this point. I am going to carry on and take this middle point back. If we do, it will put a lot more pressure on the enemy team to take the middle, because it's kind of like the crossroads point. Ooh, I'll tell you what, that was rubbish aim. It's, yeah, the crossroads where they have to fly through to get just about anywhere. So if we hold it, it's going to be a really good opportunity for us to score well with defensive points. And ooh, someone's after me. And look at that, I have a fire. So both things that I said was one or the other, I've got them both in the same game. Ah, isn't that typical when you're trying to make a video? Yep, you look like an absolute goose 2 minutes after you say something. Alright, come on guns, let's do this. Let me look semi-professional. Alright, beautiful. I don't know if we got the kill on that, but we certainly did some damage. So that's looking good. Now then, we have got a few choices. I can't actually see any defensive aircraft left in there, so I might need to wait till they respawn. And while that oh, here we go. Nope, we're all good, we're all good. So let's get stuck in and take this point back. Get those sweet capture points. Okay, and then this call line is in, so it is time now to be a little bit more cautious and perhaps not take as many risks as I normally would. Alright, so let's get this guy out of the game. Now, heats up. Oh, okay, got to do some wobbling. That anti-aircraft is all about me at the moment. Alright, that's one. Now let's get around. Where is he? He's up there. Oh, he's going to go over. Okay, I'm going to boost, and I'm going to hit the flaps and watch this thing roll. Look at that. Beautiful turn. Okay, now we want this boomerang. We get this guy out. We should. Ooh, lost the wing. We should get the point. Now, let's see. Come on, come on, come on. Start to panic now. Okay, there we go. We've got it. Now, let's get the hell out of here. Okay, yep. So there's the 2 fighters that probably got me earlier. Yep, I'm in a bit of trouble. But hopefully, that is enough now to keep our team in the game. Alright, 7 more seconds of boost. I'm going to hit the flaps and see what I can do. Bit of a roll, a bit of a spin. Sorry, anybody who's got really bad motion sickness. This is going to look a bit nasty. Okay, almost there. Thank you, my friend. Saving my life, definitely. Alright. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it, you can do it. Just a few more seconds. Ah, remind me to buy this guy a drink. Thank you very much. That was scary. Woo! Ooh, thank you very much. That was, yep, that almost made me feel a bit crook there. Oh, and that spin to try and survive. Okay, so what are we looking at? 3 chevrons, 6,500, so relatively low scoring, but have definitely been in amongst it, so have done enough, I think, to say that I've made a difference in this game. Certainly in the defensive and capture points there. Okay, so a little bit of time left, 744 to 573. We are looking very good in the points. And as soon as we cross over here, we can start helping out again. All right, this is our first target. Nice and close. Get a boost in. All right, fantastic. More capture points. Oh, dear. But we lost the point. Okay, let's see if we can get some of this. Ooh, look at him turn. Okay. Boost and flaps extended. Wow, this guy can really turn as well. Hopefully he... Nope, doesn't matter. Game is over. There I was getting all tunnel visioned and probably about to get smashed by that heavy fighter that was coming in there. Alrighty, that is a victory. Excellent, excellent. Love it when we get a win in a video. Alrighty guys, I'm going to pause it here and jump back into the hangar. See you in a sec. Alrighty guys, we are back in the hangar, and not a bad outcome actually. Yeah, normally I'm used to seeing the gold there, but very happy that I got 3 chevrons there. Good contributions to the battle. So for the win, 29,216 credits, not bad at tier 6. 3,516 XP, and that is not with a ×2. I have played this aircraft previously today, so that is excellent, and 175 free XP. Alrighty, so taking into account, of course, that I am running a premium count at the moment. So if without a premium, you would have made 9,944, which is not bad, and 2,344 XP, which is all very, very handy. So what do we get? 10 kills, 4 assists, and 3 captures. Total of 8,030 combat points, 1,220 mastery points, and 3,298 damage to aerial targets. So was in and amongst the fight just about all the time, and that was a reasonably open map. So I'm assuming that the scores aren't going to be okay, brilliant. So right up there in terms of the the higher scores. So well done to these two guys here, getting over 9,000. Fantastic work to Shirimi. Excuse me if that was pronounced incorrectly, but that was the winner on our team, getting 4 chevrons in his fighter. Excellent work. Very, very good to see when the tier 6s are doing their jobs, and you can definitely see the difference. 3 tier 6s in the top 4 there, and their tier 6s were sort of all over the place. So that certainly makes a big difference. When your big guys are doing their job, it makes the game quite easy to achieve the win there. Alrighty, I think that's just about it, guys. Now, that is they're not exactly a big score, and of the scores that I have posted on previous videos, it isn't a monster total, and coming second instead of first there, yeah, well, maybe when I'm doing the Rockets video, we'll have a different outcome there, but I'm still very happy. 3 chevrons, which means I was in and amongst it, and I was doing what I was supposed to be doing in that fighter. And you know what, you can't come first there all the time. Not all the time, but yeah. But yeah, this aircraft, what I was trying to get at there is this aircraft is very capable of doing some really big scores, and you might just need a little bit more time. Some of those maps where you've got 7 points or 6 or 7, whichever it is, those bigger ones that you play in, you've got a little bit more time and a little bit more space to work in, and you can definitely post some of those big scores. Now, I've gotten upwards of 20,000 combat points in this aircraft before I'd even got the new engines, so it is definitely possible. So stick at it, but I think in this, your XP and your credits and all that are going to come from actually performing the role, so getting your chevrons. Don't worry too much about shooting things down all the time. I know I get very tunnel vision because I'm primarily a fighter pilot in this, but you do want to be getting out there and capping those points as well. So don't stick at it. Don't think that this is by any means the average score. I'm sure there are people that are getting a lot less and a lot more. So just try and take on the commentary that I was using in that game and how well this aircraft performs, and then just style it to your own. Different modules, different kit that you take with you, and you should be fine. But like I said at the start of the video, cannot recommend this line of aircraft enough. So what I'll do, just to close out today, it is this central line here. So from the P12 down to the F2F, and then ends at the F4U. It has been an absolute pleasure to play this line, and I'm very, very excited to see how it ends up. Alrighty guys, that's all from me. If you liked the video, please consider giving it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. There'll be lots more World of Warplanes content coming, plus some other games that'll be coming to the channel. I will be continuing the Oxygen Not Included series, and something different again will be coming very soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm the Nerdy Beard. Take it easy.